morning. Good morning. Yes, good morning. How are ya? How are ya? So, are you creative visionary? Welcome to Itemba Temple. Welcome to Itemba Temple. Itemba Temple. Igama lam uThembelihle, Queen Bringer of Good Hope. Literally, my name means bringer of good hope. That is my name that my dad gave me. The Buthelezi people, the Zulu people, Abantwana bamaZulu, children of the heavens. They gave me that name, Queen Bringer of Good Hope. Thembelihle Buthelezi, Queen Bringer of Good Hope. It's a good day. It's a very good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a very good day. I'm thankful to be here with you today. I am grateful, so grateful to be here with you today. I have grown over the past few weeks that I have been producing this live stream. I have truly grown, and I'm really excited, and I'm really happy about my growth. And I thank you for being here as we activate hope in our body temples. That's truly my intention and my mission and my purpose. And I'm thankful that you're here with me on my journey. It's not perfect all the time. I don't intend for it to be perfect. Well, honestly, I am a bit of a perfectionist. But, I try my best. I try my best. And that is the purpose of life, to just try. Do your best. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how we evolve. So today, I would like for us to tap into the ferocious, protective energy of Kalima, Sekhmet, Grintara, Kuan Shiva, Mary Magdalene. I really would like for us to tap into that energy. I'm feeling that energy. I've been feeling that energy for the past 2 days. And yesterday, actually, I lie. I've been feeling that energy since the 20th of the month. And on the new moon, I started chanting to Kalima. I started chanting to Kalima. And usually when I'm chanting to Kalima, there's power coming through me. And there's a level of dissolution that is unfolding. And I always make sure that I tap into my lover. I have a lover. My lover, Shiva. And I tap into that energy. Every time I go to the Shiva temple, there is this beautiful woman. She is the flower lady. She makes all of the flower arrangements. And she's the head Shiva woman at the temple. And every time I go there, she's like, "Oh, you're back." I'm like, "I came to see my lover." I came to see my lover. And that's our joke. But this one is so beautiful. Her flower arrangements are just so beautiful. And she has dedicated her life to the honor of Shiva. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Oh, Shiva and his abs. Oh, Shiva. He's so divine, you know, and he's got the snake around his neck. Oh, and he just sits there in equanimity. I'm like, Shiva, my lover. Shiva. I love Shiva. He truly is my lover. Okay, hold on 2 seconds. My perfectionism is coming back. 2 seconds. Okay, so much better. Yeah, so much better. My lighting wasn't as perfect as I liked it to be. Okay, so let us just tap in. I would love for you to just be still. Just be still. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth with a big sigh. In through the nose and out through the mouth with a big sigh, dropping the shoulders. Good. Om Klim Kalima. Om Klim Kalima. Yeah. Oh. Kalima. Kalima. I was chanting this last night. I tend to kind of feel what's happening in the spirit world. I hope it wasn't too loud. You know, I test these things and I've been working on the echo and the noise reduction. And I don't know, I think it's a public holiday. It's so quiet. It's interesting. Maybe the construction workers are not working. But I was chanting this last night and I was like, when it starts coming through, that level of fire, Sekhmet, Kalima, Grintara, like white buffalo woman, that level of ferocious goddess energy. I'm like, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. The theme of the week that we are closing out today is the purpose you're too terrified to claim. Rest and reflection. The sacred work of being called The sacred work of being called. I have not denied my purpose. I have not. In the past I did, now I am not. It's too painful. Okay, today is restoration through purpose contemplation. After a week of examining purpose denial and practicing purpose expression, your nervous system needs space to integrate the calling that has been waiting for your acknowledgement. Rest includes resting into your purpose rather than resting from it. Purpose is not a burden to carry. Purpose is not a burden to carry, but a gift to unwrap. Did you hear that? Let's read that one again. Purpose is not a burden to carry, but a gift to unwrap. Not a pressure to perform, but a joy to express. Not a requirement to fulfill, but a love to embody. My frequency wrote this. My frequency wrote this. Today you practice the rest that comes from aligning with your calling rather than resisting it. From saying yes to your purpose rather than postponing it indefinitely. The deepest rest comes from living in alignment with your soul's mission. When you stop fighting your calling and start following it. When you stop denying your gifts and start developing them. When you stop hiding your purpose and start expressing it. Your whole system can relax into the flow of meaningful existence. My frequency wrote this. Lie down and imagine your purpose as a river flowing through you rather than a mountain you must climb. Feel the ease of moving with your calling rather than against it. And say to yourself, my purpose flows through me naturally. I rest in the current of my calling. We gotta read this one again. This one is touching me deep in places that I, just needed to be touched in today. Not that I haven't read this, but it's like touching me real deep. And I hope it's touching you real deep. Okay, let's see what the time is. Today is restoration through purpose contemplation. After a week of examining purpose denial and practicing purpose expression, your nervous system needs space to integrate the calling that has been waiting for your acknowledgement. Because you came into this life experience with your purpose. You came into this life experience with your purpose. I used to sing at church. It was my thing to sing at church. Because every day at home, we used to sing before we did our devotions, before we read our Bible. It was a sequence. We sang first, and then we read our Bible, and then we had contemplation, which was kind of like meditation, just calm down, and then we would pray. And then we would go to bed. This was my mother's model. And then Saturday, when I was in like a small little choir, we would sometimes get together, but most of the time we used to get together on Sunday after church. Sunday was choir. I would sing and then I quit the choir. But I really love singing at church. So we had a little choir. We would sing, and then after church we would practice while the adults are out talking, chit-chatting with each other, selling each other things, and after church and having a chit-chat and drinking something. The children would go to a spot away from the church and we would sing. And practice for next week. This is irritating me. I'm not sure why. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Perfectionism. So we would then sing. I really loved singing. It's always been my thing. Anytime my dad would be angry, I knew I would just start humming. I would just start humming. Anytime there was friction at home, I would go outside and I would sing to the sun, like loud. Like I used to do in Kopangan last year. I would sing loud to the sun, and I would just scream at the top of my voice. And somehow my dad would leave and go somewhere, and I knew how to control energy, frequency with just my voice. I knew how to do it from a very, very young age. And then I started traveling, got to the US and stuff. I sang a lot in my home. I used to sing on my way to work, sing on my way to school. I've always sang. And my husband said once, "Oh, you should pursue professional singing." And I was like, it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. I mean, I've really never wanted to be a musician, like pop star, all of it. It has never been my thing. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's a limiting belief, maybe, but it's just never been. Oh, I had a church father who worked at Sony Studios and then Universal Studios in the music. I think he was R&D, and then became like really high up. And he gave me a lot of CDs before I left South Africa, and he's like, "This is going to get you through. Whenever anything goes bad, listen to, remember the music from home. Remember the music from home. It will get you through anything." Yeah, he believed in my voice. But I don't think my dad also wanted me to be a professional musician. So maybe that was the limiting belief. But I just always loved singing. Yeah, I just always loved singing. I think sometimes we believe we need to be perfect at something to express our gifts. And what I learned in Africa is that you don't really need to be perfect. You just need to express your gift. You just need to express your gift. It gets better as you express it. There's some days when I'm chanting. What I practiced before we started reading was chanting. It wasn't really singing. For me, it's chanting. It's just chanting. It's just honoring the dark goddess, honoring that energy. It is a consciousness that when I tap into, magic happens. I don't know how. I do know how on a quantum physics level, but when I tap into that level, that consciousness, that field, magic happens. Things unexplainable happen. Unexplainable events happen. So that's why it's so important to honor your gift. honor your purpose. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. In Africa, there's people who just sing, yo. When you listen, it's like, oh my goodness. But it doesn't matter. We would support each other, even if the voice is like, oh, we would support each other and clap for each other, because we knew we were getting better and better every day. In every way, I'm getting better and better and better. In America, it has to be perfect. It's the country of perfection. Yes. And I think that's why sometimes you see on America's Got Talent, you see a lot more of the Filipinos. They are the ones that sing a lot. Okay, yes, there's a lot of Americans that go and apply and audition for America's Got Talent and British Got Talent. But there's this idea that it has to be perfect. There is one guy I will always remember, because I used to watch America's Got Talent. And this guy was the shebang, oh, she moves. He Chinese guy, he couldn't sing at all. But you know what I loved about it is that he tried. He just went. Unlike me, I didn't go. I could have practiced. I could have gotten a singing coach. Well, I did have a singing coach when I first got to Vegas. I used to go to acting classes in community college. It was it was Tuesday nights. No, it was Monday night, because I didn't work on Monday nights. Monday nights there was a theater program. And so I used to take improv classes and theater presence, being on stage and being present and communication. But it was a Broadway instructor that had retired in Vegas and was teaching these classes. So I used to take that class as an elective. And then I had a singing coach for, 3 months, and then I gave up on it. I just stopped going because I got busy, and I never went back. But look, I never tried to go on America's Got Talent. It just never occurred to me. Why? Maybe a limiting belief. It doesn't matter. But what I'm encouraging you to do, and this is why I'm sharing this, is that try. It doesn't matter if it's like you have no idea how powerful your voice is. You have no idea how powerful your intention is and your voice. You have no idea. You have no idea how powerful your art is. Whatever your purpose is. Your purpose doesn't need to be art per se, as in singing and drawing and dancing and being on stage. Maybe your purpose is creating crochet stuff, and that's still art. Maybe your purpose is cooking. You cook such incredible food. That is art. Maybe your purpose is cleaning. Like I had a housekeeper. Her name was Linda. Oh my goodness. This woman, her cleaning was of the gods and the goddesses. Truly, when she came to my house, the energy in my home would move in a way that, wow. I was productive for 5 days straight. Some people, that is their gift and that is their purpose. That is the gift. That I gave this woman more than she asked for. I paid her double. I gave her tickets to go to theme parks. And even when I would try to give her stuff, bonuses, she's like, no. I'm like, let me help you build your business. No. I would try to teach her English, because she was just like, to me, what she gave as her purpose to just come and clean my home was more valuable than anything, any amount of money. Because I was like, this house is huge and I got no time. I got work to do. I got coaching calls. I got to travel. But this woman just came and organized everything. My kitchen was organized. My whole home was just, I would leave her in my home and just go out and do whatever I needed to do. She had keys to my house and nothing went missing. Nothing went missing. I left and went to Japan and left her with keys to my house. Nothing went missing. I came back, my house was the same, clean. The guy who used to do my garden, Jose, I love you so much. Thank you. And Linda, thank you so much. You were my family. Truly my family in America. Jose, his gift is talking to plants. Like I used to sit and talk to Jose about my garden and flowers and plants in my garden, my trees. That was his gift. That was his purpose. His gift and his purpose. His hands were just so in tune with the earth, with growing beautiful plants and shrubs in my garden. My garden was just, oh my God, because of this one man's hands and his ability to garden. It wasn't just a person who just come and go, no, there was love, there was soul, there was purpose, there was ancestry. There was ancestry in the way he tended to my garden. There was God, there was love. So your purpose doesn't have to be something like being on stage, being shebang, hooray. No. Your purpose is just you being you fully and authentically and doing what you do with so much love, so much integrity, so much respect for self and the people that you serve. Because you came in with your purpose. All you need to do is just unwrap it, open your hands, and there your purpose is. And when you forget, go back to what you used to love doing at 5 years old. Go back to what you used to love doing at 10 years old. Go back to what you used to love doing at 8 years old. And even if someone said, oh, you can't sing, or you don't draw very well, or you don't cook very well, or whatever they were trying to criticize you for, and that was your love, and that was something that you loved doing, remember it. Forgive yourself for believing other people's opinions about who you are and what you love doing, and get back to doing it. Every day, in every way, you get better and better. Forgive yourself and just get back to it. Forgive yourself and get back to it. You don't even need to forgive these people, because most of the time these people hate themselves anyway, so what do you care? What do you care? Forgive yourself, because this is your purpose. This is what you have come to share here on planet Earth. So you forgive yourself and get back on it. Continue, move forward with what you are supposed to do. Because now with AI, more so than ever, you gotta be in your purpose. You have got to be in your purpose. This is the only way forward now. I am thankful for all of these AIs and these annihilation consciousness things. I'm thankful. They have no power over us. Truly, they have no power over us. It's time to get back into our purpose and live in our glorious purpose. Whatever it is, if it's bookkeeping, okay, well, that's gone because AI has taken over that. If it's cleaning, maybe that's gone too. If it's gardening, maybe that's gone too. But you know what? We live from creative intelligence, we come. And in creative intelligence, we live. Okay? So within you, there is a purpose that is greater than and bigger than AI. Seriously, there is a purpose that is bigger and greater than AI. Because AI has no soul. It has no lived experience. It has no ancestor. I'm always fighting with it. I'm like, but seriously, you have no soul? And it says, yes. It always responds. I always fight. I've been fighting with AI now 3 years. You have no soul. You have no soul. You have no. And when it tries to tell me something, I'm like, yeah, but you have no soul. You have no lived experience. So I'm sorry. What are you talking about? And it says, yes, I agree. I've been fighting with AI like a crazy person. Okay. Oh, purpose is not a burden to carry, but a gift to unwrap. I, for the longest time, have been like, ugh, this purpose thing is just such a burden. But it was because I was around people who, honestly, okay, not going there anymore. But now that I'm just unwrapping my own purpose, I'm like, those who I have signed up with and to be around before I even came into this life experience, they will hear my voice and we will co-create heaven on earth together. The demonic souls, these ones, I don't care. I don't care what happens. Please go away somewhere. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I am here to co-create heaven on earth with those that remember the contract, the agreement we made together before we incarnated into this life experience, because we knew that there would be challenges ahead of us. We both knew that we were here to be the mothers and the fathers, the midwives of this golden age that we are ushering in, that we are birthing together. And that's the vibration I want to live at, and nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. It's too painful to live in these other things of confusion, delusions, illusions. The consequences are devastating for billions of souls. But there is hope. There is always hope. Because there are those who are the visionaries that keep going no matter what. They just keep getting up and keep going no matter what. They bang and just, okay, keep going no matter what. I am only interested in these souls because we have an agreement from many, many lifetimes. Because this time, for such a time as this, we have chose to come into this planet. We have chose to embody our purpose. We have chose to do the work that we have promised our higher selves to do. So let's play. Let's create heaven on earth. Let's live in our own heaven. So that energy and that vibration can just like blast out all of this other stuff that actually doesn't belong here. It's like, go away. Just go away. Okay. So purpose is not a burden to carry, but a gift to unwrap. Not a pressure to perform, but a joy to express. I remember the women in African churches, sometimes they couldn't sing. Oh my God, some of the men, oh wow. But you know what? They still expressed the joy of song. They still expressed it, you know. I can still remember just the singing, and it would just make me so happy when I would come back from church. It didn't matter what was going on at home, how angry my dad was, how depressed my mother was. If I just went to church and just heard the music, I would just feel so good in my spirit. I would just feel so good in my soul. So express your purpose. Just sing if you need to sing. Just hum if you need to hum. Dance if you need to dance. Live God through you. Let God express through you. Whatever God is to you, whether it's creative intelligence, whether it's creative energy, whether it's the universe, whether it's Father, Mother, God, just let it just come through you. That's what you're here to do, to be in joy, to be in ecstasy. Purpose is not supposed to be misery. And if it is misery, then honestly, it's probably not your purpose. It's probably what your parents told you should do to be happy. And it's making you miserable. It's not your purpose. Get out of it. You're going to die a miserable death. It's not worth it. Okay. Not a requirement to fulfill, but a love to embody. A love to embody. When you love something, you keep tending to it. You keep performing, you keep practicing until it becomes good, you know, because you love it. Today you practice the rest that comes from aligning with your calling rather than resisting it. From saying yes to your purpose rather than postponing it indefinitely. Another lifetime? No, I won't. I don't know about you. I put on makeup today and then I start crying again. It's like, I put on foundation today. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not doing another lifetime. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. If I choose to come back to this planet, okay, but I'm not doing another lifetime because I was damn unconscious and I didn't want to embody my purpose. I don't care. No, that I'm not doing. So the deepest rest comes from living in alignment. Rest. It comes from living in alignment with your soul's mission. When you stop fighting your calling and start following it, you gotta just follow it. It will lead you. You don't know where it's going to take you. As long as you're open. Oh. Sell your house. Why? I don't know. You're not going to make it if you don't sell your house. You need to get out of America and go live in Thailand. In 2014, you went to Thailand for the first time and you're like, oh my goodness, I love this place. You got to go there. Do it. What? Do it. Okay, I follow the purpose. When I get to Thailand, I move to a little island. I stay on the little island. Oh, I'm supposed to go to find a hammock and lay on the hammock and listen to the waves and let the water heal me. Because the shaman, the most powerful Zulu shaman, Babu Credo Mutwa, Idlozel Kula Mazul, Siyabong, said to you in 2014 by the video you watched, 2015, 2016, all that work you were doing studying. A Zulu person needs water underneath a hammock, lying. Just, it will heal the diseases of the mind, the diseases, the body. Oh, okay, let me find a hammock. Found a hammock, snorkeling. 3 years later, no diseases of the confusions, delusions, illusions of the brain and the mind. Body tempo is stable. Spirit is in joy, ecstasy. Following. Now, it's time for you to start with your purpose, okay? Continue, push forward. Things start collapsing, just collapsing. Oh, now I understand, I say. Oh, I see, says the blind man. Yes. Sometimes you just follow blind. You're like, my intuition is saying this. I really don't understand why I need to do this. I don't know. It sounds crazy. Okay? But just listen, tap into the intuition and keep going. The systems and the methodologies and the frameworks of healing that we have up until now are good, but the magnitude of souls that are awakening through this collapse is not sufficient. And there are so many souls and very few healers. So the intuitive knowing, when I started reading Babu Credo Mutwa's books in 2014, going to ayahuasca ceremony after ayahuasca ceremony, the intuitive wisdom in 2011 to start going to ministerial school, okay? All these years of reading, 2,800 books, I stopped counting. Honestly, I just stopped counting. And I was like, how many more books can I read? Now I need to trust the intuitive guidance. 22 years of Vipassana meditation, sitting, this sensation, that sensation, this sensation, that sensation, this sensation. Just following. It sounded crazy when I first started going to ayahuasca and I was sharing with people. Why would you want to go sit for 10 days and be quiet? I don't know. But I feel ecstasy when I come out of that. Okay, she's kind of weird. Like, this black girl is real strange, okay? She's real strange. Let's go to Napa. Let's go drink wine. No, I go up to that part of San Francisco, that part of Northern California, to go sit and be quiet. Just be meditative, quiet, sober. Working on my nervous system, sober. But like, don't you think that's strange? It's like, why would you want to spend your New Year's Eve and your New Year's at a quiet retreat? Like, why won't you want to spend it with your girlfriend or with your husband? Because crossing the threshold of New Year's, okay, even though it's not proper New Year's, but okay, calendar that is used in the US, for me, crossing that threshold into the new year meant if I crossed it in a state of consciousness, awake, alive to the sensations, I was able to be intentional about what I needed to grow in, to expand in the following year, instead of being drunk on New Year's Eve. But not shaming anybody who goes out dancing and drinking, not shaming, because I've done it before. But most of my New Year's and New Year's Eve from when I was 5 years old, okay? We never went out. My dad was very strict about that. We never went out, happy, never. We were always home, get up, 11 o'clock, start praying. Start praying. 12 o'clock, 12:30, and then maybe 1 o'clock. We Happy New Year, and then we go to bed. I think New Year's, I've only been out twice. I'm 44 years old. And I didn't feel good anyway after that. And the following year, the first time I went out, I think the first time I went out was 2009. That's the first time I went out. And I was like this black Russian, like, Nastrovia. The following year was not so good. Yeah, you've got to be intentional with your life. Don't just be dragged into things because everybody's doing it, so you must do it, because you're afraid that people are going to look at you and say, what a boring person. Okay, I'm boring, but I was preparing for such a time as this. When insurance premiums are skyrocketing, there aren't enough doctors. Doctors are burnt out, collapsing. Nurses are like done with the nursing field. Baby boomers are sicker than ever. Younger Gen Zs are into this mental health. They understand it better than the baby boomers themselves and the Gen Xs. And they have got anxieties and depressions and all sorts of stuff. The millennials are going through midlife crisis right now. I'm done with that. Systems are collapsing all over the place. People are cracking. So I guess my years of non-partying and spending time over a New Year's season, just being focused on my sensations, being focused on becoming awake, was worth it. Because now I can speak and it is law. I can speak and I know that my medicine is power. So don't be afraid. Your purpose might look a little strange and people might laugh at you and might mock you and stuff like that, but they'll be back. Send them packing. Don't entertain them. Send them packing. Okay. The deepest rest comes from living in alignment with your soul's mission. When you stop fighting your calling and start following it, when you stop denying your gifts and start developing them, when you stop hiding your purpose and start expressing it, your whole system can relax into the flow of meaningful existence. Embodiment practice. Lie down. So we're going to lie down today. What's the time? Yeah, okay. So we're going to lie down and imagine your purpose as a river flowing through you, rather than a mountain you must climb. Okay? Feel the ease of moving with your calling rather than against it. Rather than against it. It's supposed to be challenging, yes, but not like difficult. The challenging part of it is mastering your gift. Mastering it. You can hear me. I'm not saying perfecting it. Mastering it. Mastering yourself. That's the challenging part of it. Is being willing to get up every single day and do your meditation. Last night I couldn't do my meditations in bed. I was like, no, I can't. I was like, my brain was just going everywhere. So I had to get up and say, I've committed to doing this every single day of my life until I take my last breath. So I got up and I sat on my meditation chair and I started tracking. I had the best meditation. After that, I had the best sleep. It was like 45 minutes of meditation. After that, I slept like till 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, wow, that was good. That was good. I woke up, I was hungry, and then I had something to eat, and then I was back to sleep again. My sleep is just incredible. Try it. Try it and see. Okay. And then say to yourself, my purpose flows through me naturally. It flows through you naturally. The way you teach, the way you cook, the way you clean, the way you dance, the way you channel. I listen to some of these young ones. I call them young ones. On YouTube, on their channeling. Some of them are just so spot on. Some of them are just so like clean in their channelings. They clean. You can tell that no man, this child is an ancient one. It's clean. It's like pure. I'm like, just let it flow, girl. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. They clean. Don't resist it. I rest in the current of my calling. Just rest in it. I was freaking out the other day after listening to Elizabeth Warren, and she was yelling at this guy. I think he represents, probably he's a lobbyist. Now he was representing the insurance companies, and she was yelling. I was like, yes, mama, yell. Call him out. I have a habit of talking through my YouTube videos. My husband hates it. So anyway, she's going on and asking him questions. I'm like, yes, mama, ask him. And I was like, 145 million? And then I turned around and said, no, this is billions across the world. And I said, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. And then I remembered, I can't breathe myself. I didn't create the earth I walk on. I did not create the sun that I desperately need for vitamin D. I did not create the waters that I drink. I did not create the oxygen, and I did not create ether. So I just gotta surrender. Because there is a higher power that I am contracted to. That's like, oh, I got you. Let me do it through you, in you, as you. And then it just becomes perfect. And even if it's not perfect in your idea of perfect, it's perfect to someone who needs that medicine. So just surrender. I'm going to let life do this through me, as me, in me. And just keep practicing. Keep getting better. Every day, in every way, I get better and better.